Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of Tuesday's Tips, the Financial Peace University. What's that look for? What? Why are you covering up? People, this is what I deal with. This is what I deal with. Okay, so let's give you an idea of what our class was about. Today, we already done our homework, and we basically had to do a money cash flow system. And I'm just going to give you guys, this is what they give in the book. So you put so much money for charity, you break everything down, you find out how much your take-home pay is. This was actually already whoever this person was, but it was all done for us.
It's not our budget.
Yeah, I wish. Well, actually, anyway, this is what their take-home pay was, and then they break it down for like charity, your saving part, your housing, for example, your mortgage payment, all your utilities, how much you spend food-wise, clothing, transportation, medical health, insurance, personal, and that means that you can see the list of different things for personal, recreation, and your debts. What happens is, what you want to do is you want to get a cash flow of 0. So that way all your money that you bring in, what your take-home is gone to every category. So, for example, let's say that since this take-home was $36.60, let's say when you did all your bills, you came to, and it's your minimum payments that you put on, like if you have credit cards. And let's just say you came to $34.60, so it gives you $200 left over. Well, what do you do with those $200? Well, if you remember from last week, I told you that we need to build an emergency fund of $1,000. If you already have your emergency fund, and that's the money you don't touch unless it's an emergency, then if you already have that, then you take that $200 and put it towards like debt. And so that's how it works out. So that way your balance is a 0 cash flow, so 0 balance at the end. So we did ours. What do you think?
2 hours.
Yeah, we were wild. It's about 9, almost 9:30. But I knew the first one would be tough because it was the first one we did it. So what did you think of it, though?
Took all my money.
Took all my money too.
I don't see yours though. I see mine. We have separate checking accounts because of my Pampered Chef, so it makes it a little different. No, it was good. I mean, it's an if you follow it and you stay on track with it, that's like for instance, not that you can see all this, but envelopes.
Yeah. I
have to make envelopes for all these things.
Yeah, everything's by cash. So if you're spending things when you're using your cash, you feel it more. It's not like
you're seeing where your money's going. It's easy to bring out the plastic or write a check, but when you actually have the cash in hand, you actually can feel your money. That's what he says. You can feel the money. So you feel the money, as I would put it. You'd feel it leaving the palm of your hands into somebody else's. But that's why you know that where your money's going, and that's the big thing. Half of us don't know where our money's going. Before we did this, every once in a while I got into one of my moods. I'd say to George, "Where's all of our money going?" And he'd be like, "Well, let me show you," which meant, well, when here. Well, it doesn't compute with me when you tell me. So I'm a hands-on kind of person. So now it's written down. So I see where he's spending all my money.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He was busy doing something.
Yeah, I'm looking at something. I'm looking at something else. I'm thinking, yeah, okay. So basically, how it works is this: if two things. What does Zig Ziglar say? That's what I was trying to look up for you guys. If you aim at nothing, if you aim at nothing, you hit it every time. So one of the things that you need to do is you have to have goals. Did it not help you to notice where all of our money's going now? And we control the money. The money doesn't control us because now we know where to put it on. One of the things that Dave Ramsey suggests is that no matter what, you have budget basics, and it's called the 4 walls. And these are the things basically that you take care of first, no matter what. And basically, I'll just read a little bit paragraph of it, is what it says here. is that make a commitment to never allow anything or anyone to prevent you from covering these basics every month. Okay, and what they are food, shelter, transportation, and clothing. So he goes, if you have a food in your belly, a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and a way to get to work tomorrow, you'll live to fight another day. So you have to worry about that. He had told us a story about where he, when he first started this out, they put all their bills in order, and they put what was top priority and all the way down, and then they took their money, like the mortgage and their food and their all that stuff and their transportation, and they put all that money in there. And if there was any money left over, then it would go down to the next most important thing. And eventually there was a line that you cross, and everything below the line didn't get paid. And he talked about one time that
Credit card.
what do they call them, debt collectors, where they called him up and harassed him and all that, and he goes, I want my money, and he goes, you fell below the line. And it stunned the guy, like, what do you mean? I said, well, we don't have any money, and you fell below the line. And the credit card guy said, well, what do I do to get above the line? So, and he goes, well, you should have been a little bit nicer. But anyway, that's a story. But the point is that you have to, when you manage your money, it goes farther. And so that's what that's what we're doing. So we find out, now I personally did this a while ago, the other day, before I had this whole plan that I was showing you guys, and I had more money. But then when we sat down and did our monthly cash flow plan, I realized that we've forgotten some things and we had to add it in there. So, but at least we know where all of our money is going, and we don't have to worry about saying it. And another thing to this is that you have to stick to it. You can't just put a plan together and not do it. So those are the things that we've learned. Anything else that you want to say that you learned on this? Really?
No, I don't have anything to say. Just there was things that we didn't budget for, like medications, doctor bills, dentist. I don't think about those things. Well, medication I do.
Birthdays.
Birthdays. I didn't think to budget for birthdays. So, yeah. That's about it.
So, reason why some budgets don't work, I won't read all to you, but you leave things out. Because you or your spouse, they can't read your mind. You forget to write something in the budget. Then obviously you're going to have a problem when it comes to time to pay for that thing. So that's one of the reasons why. Another reason why budgets don't work is that you overcomplicate your plan. You try to do so much of it. If it's 100 pages long, or if it's a spreadsheet that requires a full ream of paper to print, it's doomed. Another way is that you don't actually do it. If you don't actually do a budget, it won't work. All right. And he goes, I tell you people this over and over because we live in a fast, super busy world. Days and weeks fly by, and it's easy to run into a new month without stopping to do a budget first. And number 4 is you don't actually live on it. So you can have the best budget in the world, but if it just stays in the realm of theory, it won't do any good. So there's a reason why they don't work. It's going to be a learning process, but our goal is to get debt free, and we'll have to do it. And again, the budget, you do it every month, at the beginning of every month, because things change. Like you're going to get we put X amount of money aside for car repairs and oil changes, because car repairs are huge, and if your car goes up, you want to be able to have that ease of confidence that you can pay cash and not put it on a credit card. The oil changes happen every 3 months, so it's all budgeted in there. So that way we'll have that money. So we'll see how it goes. And like I said, we'll keep you. This part will keep you involved until our 9 weeks are up, and then we'll go from there.
For the most part, I think we've been doing this budgeting before this, but not to this extreme. I think it's been working good.
I think so. I think it's going to be a little bit tighter, and we have to be more of a discipline. It's all about an attitude.
Yeah. Gotta be frugal.
So.
I don't do frugal well.
But here's the thing. So for give an example, if you put X amount of money, I'll give you an example because this is what we're doing. You put X amount of money in a food, and at the end of the week, if you have extra money, you take that out and you put it to something else you might need. For example, we need furniture. And I told her, I told her tonight, I said, let's just go ahead and take that money out that you've been storing up in there and put it. So for the new furniture we need, we already have $100 in cash to pay for this.
We do.
Which is pretty good. What, in 2 weeks?
I've been frugal.
But so, I mean, it works. So, you know, anybody, if we can do this, anyone can do it.
True that, because we don't get along when it comes to money.
But
What's
we're getting
mine is mine, and what's his is mine. That's how it's always been. Now it's all his. Nah.
All right, anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right, guys, then that is it for this week 2. Hopefully this helps. Again, if you have any questions, we will try to help answer them for you. Like I said, we're still learning this stuff too. So if we don't have the answer, we'll see if we can find it for you. And if you have any other stuff you want to talk about, comment below. All right, that's it for Tuesday.
See you next time.